The Day the Crayons Came Home, written by Drew Daywalt and illustrations by Oliver Jeffers. Remember, I can't hear you right now, so we could talk at the end, but just sit back, relax, and you can listen to the story. This reminds me of rainbow sprinkles. Think about a vanilla ice cream cone with some rainbow sprinkles, but they're really crayons. All right. One day, Duncan and his crayons were happily coloring together when a strange stack of postcards arrived for him in the mail. There's a package with a bunch of postcards. Dear Duncan, not sure if you remember me. My name is Maroon Crayon. You only colored with me once to draw a scab, but whatever. Anyway, you lost me 2 years ago in the couch, and then your dad sat on me and broke me in half. I never would have survived had the paperclip not nursed me back to health. I'm finally better, so come get me. And can Paperclip come too? He's really holding me together. Sincerely, Maroon Crayon. So, he was coloring with this crayon one time in the living room, and he got stuck in the couch. And then his dad sat on him and broke him in half. Dear Duncan, no one likes peas. Wait a second, I like peas. I think they're yummy. No one even likes the color pea green. So I'm changing my name and running away to see the world. Sincerely, Esteban the Magnificent. The crayon formerly known as pea green. So think about the vegetable peas. Yummy. This crayon doesn't like peas, but his name was pea green because that's the color of peas. But he didn't like that name, so he's changing his name to Esteban the Magnificent. This one's my favorite. Hi, Duncan. It's me, Neon Red Crayon. Remember that great vacation we went on with your family? Oh, someone's joining. Remember that great vacation we went on with your family? Remember how we laughed when we drew the picture of your dad's sunburn? Remember dropping me by the hotel pool when you left? Clearly you do not, because I'm still here. How could you miss me? Anyway, after 8 months of waiting for you to come back to get me, I guess I'm gonna walk back to your house. Your left behind friend, Neon Red Crayon. So think about a time maybe you went on vacation, maybe mommy or daddy packed crayons for you to color, maybe in the hotel, maybe by the pool like Duncan. But Duncan left his crayon, he dropped him and forgot about him. So now he's gonna walk back to his house. Duncan, it's us, yellow and orange. We know we used to argue over which one of us was the color of the sun, but guess what? Neither of us want to be the color of the sun anymore. Not since we were left out in the sun and it melted us together. You know the real color of the sun? Hot. That's what. We're sorry for arguing. You can make green the color of the sun for all we care. Just bring us home. Your not so sunny friends, yellow and orange. So if we leave crayons outside, what's it gonna do? It might melt. They're gonna melt. So they were next to each other and they melted together. And look, now the picture of the sun is green because they don't want to be the color of the sun anymore. Hey Duncan, I'm sure you don't recognize me after the horrors I've been through. I think I was Tan Crayon. I don't know, I can't tell anymore. Have you ever been eaten by a dog and puked up on the living room rug? Because I have. I've been eaten by your dog and puked up on the rug. Duncan, it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. I'm more carpet fuzz than crayon now. Can you please bring me back? Your undigestible friend, Tan Crayon. So if you have a dog at home, make sure your dog doesn't eat your crayon. That would make the doggy sick. And this crayon is not happy because the dog ate him. Dearest Duncan, could you please open the front door? I still need to see the world. Sincerely, Esteban the Magnificent. So the little crayon, remember this was pea green, but he changed his name to Esteban the Magnificent. He can't open the door. All right. Glow in the dark. Look, friends. Hey, Duncan, remember last Halloween when we told your little brother that there was a ghost under the basement stairs? Then we drew that scary stuff on the wall? Sure, it was funny when he was screaming, right? But it wasn't funny when you forgot to take me out of the basement. Please come get me. I'm kind of terribly horrified. Your scared friend, Glow in the Dark Crayon. Duncan, Duncan, Duncan. Duncan tried to scare his little brother by using the glow-in-the-dark crayon to draw these Halloween pictures to scare his little brother. That's not nice. Also, we never draw on the wall, ever. All right. Duncan. Looks like I'm almost home. I've been through China, Canada, and France, I think. Just crossing New Jersey by camel now. New Jersey has giant pyramids, right? See you soon, Neon Red Crayon. P.S. Next stop is the North Pole, I think. So wait a second. Neon Red Crayon said he's in New Jersey. But we don't have beautiful pyramids like that in New Jersey. I think he's in Egypt because Egypt has really cool pyramids like that. But he's just a crayon. He doesn't know where places are. So Will, I see your hand is up, okay? We could talk after the story. It's almost done. I think you guys are going to like what happens at the end. Duncan, does page 8 of Pirate Island ring a bell? Kind of a big payday for Captain Greenbeard, don't you think? And no bronze or silver in that pile, huh? I told you it'd make me blunt if you colored each coin individually. But did you listen? No. I also told you those crayon sharpeners never work. Did you listen to that? Also no. Now I can't color anything at all. Your pointless friend, Gold Crayon. So look, there's a sharpener stuck on his head. Maybe Duncan shoved the crayon in there, but now it's stuck. So now he can't use the gold crayon. And it looks like he colored the gold treasure, the pirate's treasure gold. Dear Duncan, I've seen the world. It's rainy. I'm coming back. Esteban the Magnificent. So remember P. Green, who changed his name to Esteban the Magnificent? He doesn't want to see the world anymore. It's too rainy. Hi, Duncan. You're probably wondering why my head is stuck to your sock. Well, I ask myself that every day. It's because last week you left me in your pocket and I ended up in the dryer. I landed on your sock and now he's stuck to my head. Can you please come get me? Also, why does everything you wear still smell after it's been washed? You're stinky, socky, stucky on my head, buddy. Turquoise Crayon. P.S. Sock says hi. Uh-oh. So the crayon was in Duncan's pocket and then Duncan's mommy or daddy washed it. So make sure you don't put things in your pocket without telling mommy or daddy, because mommy or daddy put it in the washer machine and then in the dryer, the crayon melted onto the sock, right? Because dryers are hot, just like the sun is hot and it melted those crayons. So this guy went into the washer and dryer and then got stuck onto a sock. Dear Mr. Duncan, I know I'm not your crayon. I know I belong to your baby brother, but I can't take him anymore. In the last week alone, he's bitten the top of my head, put me in the cat's nose, and drawn on the wall, and tried to color garbage with me. The worst part is, he's a terrible artist. I can't tell what his drawings are. Donkeys? Monkeys? Donkey monkeys? Picasso said every child is an artist, but I don't know. I don't think he met your brother. Please rescue me, your desperate friend, Big Chunky Toddler Crayon. So I know some of you guys have little brothers or a little sister, and sometimes toddlers or babies use a thick crayon like that to hold on to it because it's easier for them to hold. So he's like, Duncan, take me away. You look at your brother's drawing. I don't even know what that is. Oh, this one's my favorite. Duncan, greetings from the Amazon rainforest. Making great time. I think I'm almost home. Neon Red Crayon. He's skiing and it's snowy. He's not in the Amazon rainforest. The rainforest will look like a jungle. Silly crayon. Hello, Duncan. It's me, Brown Crayon. You know exactly why I ran away, buddy. Everyone thinks I get all the great coloring jobs. Candy bars, puppies, ponies. Lucky me, right? Bet they don't know what else you used me to draw. I don't think so. The rest of the drawing was great, but did you really need that final brown scribble? I'll come back, but let's stick to candy bars, okay? Your very embarrassed friend, Brown Crayon. That's a cool bear. Now we have all the postcards here. Duncan was sad to learn of all the crayons he'd lost, forgotten, broken, or neglected over the years, so he ran around gathering them up. But Duncan's crayons were all so damaged and differently shaped that they no longer fit in the crayon box. So Duncan had an idea. He built a place where each crayon would always feel at home. So it looks like he taped together a bunch of boxes and made like a house for the crayons. Kind of like a doll house, but not for dolls, it's for all the crayons. See, look, there's yellow and orange melted together. There's the gold crayon with the sharpener stuck to its head. And then in Cleveland, I got to hike the Great Wall of China. That neon red crayon is so silly. The Great Wall of China is in China, not in Cleveland. The end. So then on the back, that neon red crayon, now he's in Italy. He's leaning on the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Isn't that a cool building? That's a really old building and it's tilted, but it's not gonna fall. It looks like it might fall. So before we start talking, I want you guys to think of a place that you would wanna go to, because neon red crayon went on a lot of vacations. So I want you to think of, where would you wanna go on vacation? Because right now we're stuck at home, but one day we won't be, and one day we'll get to go to places just like we used to. So I want you to think back to a vacation that you would want to go on with mommy and daddy. So let's think.